Hey everyone, this week I've got another example of a kick out from my collection and another argument for those of you who basically say never resin, always diecast. So first, this was one of the very first diecast cars I ever had. These are BMW 850s. E31 is the platform code. This would have come out about 1990 or so. Now this is by Revell. Revell did pretty much the best diecast 850 you can get. I think Maisto might have made it too. They made the 850 CSI, which is as close to an M as you're going to get. Remember, in this generation, there was no such thing as an M8. You had the 840 8-cylinder, the 850, which was the V12, and the CSI, which was halfway to being a motorsport, halfway to being a proper M car. But this is early diecast. This would have come out in the early 90s. There's a large paint disparity between the color of the door. It's substantially darker. If you look around the window, you could see molded in some issues around the mount for the mirror. You can see all the thick, we make fun of the thin, pliable windows we get in resin, but this is kind of its own issue with lacking realism. We do have undercar detail. You've got pretty decent underhood detail. Remember, this wouldn't have been a very expensive car. This would have been at your local Toys R Us for $19.99. So it's a little bit unfair where I'm going with this. But basically, this is the best you could get in terms of a diecast model of this car. Door sort of opens. No carpeting. Interior detail, again, this is okay. This is a $20 car in 1991, but the hobby has kind of moved on since then. You can also, of course, see the pegs for the lights. Wheels are okay. You're not going to find brake rotors or brake calipers. Again, it's okay. You're starting to get the paint rash that many diecasts of this age get, but hey, it's diecast. Meanwhile, enter resin. So GT Spirit does the 850 CSI in a couple different colors. They recently released black. I obviously would have liked to have gotten it, but I got a good deal on this Koenig. Koenig is kind of a German aftermarket tuner. They do, I'd say, mainly Ferraris. But this E31 is pretty neat. I forgot who makes these wheels. I don't remember if they were OZs, but I used to love these wheels when I was a kid. Again, we don't really have paint flaws like we do on the diecast. Shut lines are obviously tight if they don't open. Wheel detail is far superior. Brake detail far superior. Interior detail far superior. And this would retail for about $150, so I mean it should be better, right? This is a limited car, $547 of $999. I paid $69 for it. As I say, at that price, I'm not mad at it. So again, it's resin. It doesn't open, but it doesn't look like a toy the way the diecast does with all those imperfections. When it comes to packaging, Revell, again, there was nothing special. Pardon my beat-up box. Again, this was a little bit better than what you'd buy it as a toy. $20. Then, of course, GT Spirit now has the typical black plain box styro insert with one picture of the car. So, you've got two representations of the E31, which was around from 1990 to 1999. I really would prefer the standard 850 CSI, so I might replace it if I get the chance. This, of course, will be for sale pretty cheap. If anyone wants it, they can contact me. But again, I mean, diecast is great. It opens, but I don't know, kind of looks like an old toy to me. Sometimes you just got to be grateful that resin's offered in the first place, because I don't think anyone's going to be making the 8 Series in this buy style again. Although we did get a new 8 Series for 2020, including an M8. Maybe that'll reinvigorate some interest, and maybe someone will make it in diecast, but for now, I really think that's the better car. Tune in next week. Please like and subscribe, and have a good one.